Handsome young man carrying an ice block just turned 15 this year. Due to his impoverished family background, he had to drop out of school early to earn money through hard labor. Wherever he went, people looked down on him, but no one could have imagined that he would become a billionaire famous throughout the United States. And his fortune all started with this newspaper. The newspaper featured an article about a man named Andrew Carnegie. He also had to drop out of school early to make money. At the age of 12, he began delivering telegrams and also suffered the contempt of those rich kids. But in the end, he still became a billionaire. Upon reading this, the boy swore to the heavens that he would also become a billionaire. Returning home, the boy took out the newspaper and told his father, "I'm going to become a billionaire." But his father replied, "Son, you'll never have money. You can only be one kind of person, and that's a lowlife. That's how my father taught me, so that's all I can teach you." Hearing his father's senseless theory, the boy fell silent, looking at his mother, who was seriously ill. He didn't want to live a miserable life like his father, unable to even afford medicine for his mom. He decided to venture out on his own because he knew that only by earning more money could he save his mother. Without money to buy a train ticket, he had to sneak onto a train that had just started moving. When he woke up, he found himself in Texas. He jumped off the train before it reached the station, feeling a bit dazed and unsure of where to go. So, he followed a couple of passers-by and arrived at a small town. As it happened, a farm owner in the town was recruiting workers to solve his food problem. The boy desperately pushed his way to the front, eagerly recommending himself to the farm owner. But the owner wanted someone strong and sturdy. So, the boy turned around and hugged the fat guy next to him to prove himself. This made the farm owner laugh. Seeing how enthusiastic he was, the owner decided to take him on. On the farm, the boy met his lifelong best friend, Gus, a down-and-out boy of the same age. Gus was originally born into a wealthy farm owner's family, but due to the economic depression, he had to work for others just to get by. His dream was to revitalize his family's business and become the biggest farm owner in Texas. These two young souls, both down on their luck and facing adversity, formed a strong bond and encouraged each other. At night, watching the workers gathered together playing cards, the boy fell into deep thought. He felt that if he only relied on being a laborer, he would never become a billionaire in his lifetime. In the end, he would just be like these people, muddling through life aimlessly. So, the boy approached the farm owner and asked straight up, "I want to know, how can I become as rich as you?" The farm owner told him that there were many conditions for success, but only by becoming the leader of the pack could one truly succeed. These words enlightened the boy. He asked the farm owner, "If we finish the work ahead of schedule, wouldn't that save you money?" The farm owner said yes. Then the boy added, "I can finish the work tomorrow. How about you give me a portion of the money you save?" The farm owner smiled and replied, "I admire you, but you can't finish it." Early the next morning, when the other workers were just groggily getting up to start work, the boy was already gone. It turned out he had started working at 3 a.m. and had already figured out the workflow. Then he taught his co-workers to divide the labor and cooperate, with one person responsible for digging holes and another for installation, just like an assembly line in a factory. The farm owner watched him from the side, smiling with satisfaction. In this way, their efficiency greatly improved, and they completed the work ahead of schedule. The boy also received extra wages. This was his first pot of gold, $30. After getting the money, the first thing the boy did was send $20 of it back home for his mother's medicine. And it was at this moment that the boy encountered the most critical opportunity of his life.